Okay, so I'm thinking about something, taking a walk, and the thing that I'm thinking about is how I think, unfortunately, a lot of people on this planet are really stupid. Also, hi. Hopefully, you're not one of the stupid ones that I'm talking to. Hello, how are you today? What an intro, right? At the time of recording, it's mid-March, almost late March. By the time you see this, by the time this gets posted, it'll be like August. So, hello, time traveler. How does it feel? Hopefully, you didn't get ripped apart in the process. So one thing I do believe, one thing I've found to understand about myself at least, is that a big reason for my existence is to really challenge people with ego issues. And I don't love this, but it is a reality that I've had to face. Like, a lot of times I come into contact with people who have such huge egos, such huge pride. You know what I mean? Who just want to believe that everything that they think, everything that they say, everything that they do is correct. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they're hurting people and they're causing other people suffering. But somehow everything you do is correct? I think one of the lessons that I bring to people is that you can't treat people any sort of way and experience benefits from that. You know what I mean? Because we live in a world where there's a lot of different types of people, right? There's dumb people, there's smart people, there's in-between people, right? And a lot of the dumb people like to be used. They like to be told what to do, right? But there's smart people who don't necessarily need to tell other people what to do, but also don't want to be told what to do. And there's this thing that people with huge egos do where they feel like, because it's always been in their favor, because everything's always been in their favor, they've always gotten what they wanted, they feel like when they encounter somebody who doesn't necessarily give them what they want, it's an issue, you know? And I feel like I come into a lot of people's lives to like trigger that and challenge that, because there's so many people I've come into contact with in person, online, whatever, who have this mentality of like, I get what I want, and if you don't give me what I want, fuck you, you're terrible, you're evil, you know? And I think I come into people's lives to once again challenge that, because it's like, I'm a nice person, I'm a fucking kind person. Like, if you've ever interacted with me, you cannot tell me that I'm not a nice person. Maybe I might have said something that was triggering, maybe I said something that was a little bit harsh, maybe I got a little bit sassy, but I'm generally a nice person, you know? And so a lot of people want to believe that I'm not a nice person when they don't get what they want from me, you know? And a lot of people will do these smear campaigns and like try to like throw me off guard or throw me off balance. And it always bites them in the ass, because now you look stupid. Now you look crazy. Because one thing about it, I love connecting with people. I love people. I really do. And even knowing that people can be evil, I still have a capacity to love those evil people. But at the same time, I'm a realist, I'm a truth seeker, and I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh yeah, you're doing evil and that's okay because I personally like you. No, that's fucked up. Nobody should be like, no. What? Currently, as I'm recording, it's the 19th of March to be specific. And on the 17th of March, I got into a little bit of a thing with my mom, if you want to even call it that. I try not to talk shit about my family too in depth on here, for various reasons. But one thing about my mother is that she is really good at putting on a show. She's really good at putting on a mask. And I think that's the one thing that's like worked against me, because there's a lot of people that really appreciate my mom, that really depend on my mom to some degree. And like, from my perspective, it's one of those situations where somebody did not take the time to heal themselves. They did not take the time to look at themselves objectively. They got into a position of power and they still didn't choose to heal themselves. So like, now they're just projecting a lot of shit onto other people, you know? And most people, like I said, want to be told what to do. Most people want to be directed. And she has a very masculine energy. She knows how to tell people what to do. She knows how to direct a conversation, you know? And most people are not thinking well enough for themselves to be like, hey, that is not nice that she said to me. Like, I should not be tolerating that. Most people don't have self-respect. Most people don't love themselves enough to say, hey, why are you talking to me like that? And those are the types of people that my mom like attracts and like surrounds herself with. People who are afraid to speak up for themselves. People who aren't strong enough to go against the current, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's so interesting because a lot of these people have met me, they've witnessed how, because in certain energies, I'm very timid, I'm very reserved, I'm very, shy, or at least in the past. And a lot of these people have met me, and they've also heard the things that she said about me. And it's just ridiculous that people would still continue to support somebody where it's like very obvious that like what they're saying is not truth. Like, I don't know, like people are fucking cowards. Like, shout out to you people, for all of you people who be supporting my mom and shit. Y'all are fucking cowards. Because a lot of you have met me, and I'm saying this as if they're going to see, I doubt anybody that I know personally is going to see this, but a lot of you have met me, and you know that the shit that she be saying is untrue, and you'll just be enabling her. Anyways, I got off track. The thing that I was about to talk about, she basically said that I have until the 1st of April, even though I'm actively saving up for a car, even though she knows that I'm actively saving up to leave. And it just feels like jealousy. It feels like insecurity, because I stay out of the way. Once again, if you know me personally, I do my best to stay out of the way. Like, if I notice something's off, I don't try to, you know what I mean? I'm not the type of person to like try to force something to be correct. If I'm in somebody's space and they're a certain way, I move out the way. Point blank, period. I'm not in here in people's faces trying to force people to understand, trying to force people to love God or whatever the fuck. Hey, Burtons. But that's really how they be treating me. Like, like I mind my business. I do what I do. I stay out of the way. And these people will walk around me and be so disrespectful. And I let it slide, because if I do speak on it, they be getting belligerent. They be getting violent. And so to some degree, I do recognize that her telling me I have to leave is a good thing, because I've been here and I've been just tolerating a lot of bullshit, And so I just don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I've been brainstorming, I've been thinking, But I think it's just really shitty. Because, like, when you really look at it objectively, those other kids that she houses, they should be the ones that she's pushing out of the house. They literally, all they do all day is smoke and just exist to, like, serve her, really. And it's like, you are setting them up for failure. And that's something in the back of my head that I think, I don't have a personal relationship with them. I don't really have the energy to care too deeply. But it's because it's like she treats me this way, but it's not even just me. It's everybody that she comes in contact with. She is poisonous. She is setting her other sons up for failure. Because as far as I'm aware, they've never truly lived outside of the home. Like, not really. And not for a long period of time. And not without their support. You know what I mean? And the way that they're living right now, if, God forbid, something were to happen to our mother, to our father, and they had to leave, I think they would be pretty shell-shocked. You know what I mean? I'm not wishing that for nobody, but, like, they would not be prepared. And even double that, they wouldn't be prepared to live or cohabitate with other people, because they're fucking assholes. So they would have to cohabitate with other assholes, and eventually they would see that they're a fucking asshole. They're inconsiderate. They're like it's just so many things, like, and they walk around like their shit don't stink, but it smells to fucking high heaven. You know what I mean? And I don't talk about them in these videos to try to expose them. I talk about them in these videos because these are things that are happening to me. And I do believe in the idea of a testimony. I do believe that when you experience negative shit, you're supposed to share it with other people to help them. You know what I'm saying? And so from their perspective, if you guys ever watch this video, you should have known better. You can't fucking blame anybody but yourself. If this video were to go by, if people were to know about who you have nobody to blame but yourself. Because I even warned you and I told you, you should not be acting this way. I said directly to them several times, when we were in heated moments, like, the way you're acting is disgusting. Like, you really have no moral high ground to stand on. But y'all be acting like y'all do. Like, going to church every Sunday, every Wednesday, or every Sunday, but bitch, you don't know God. You don't know Jesus. As hateful as you are, the fuck? And really, objectively, I should have no fucking peace with these people. I should have no respect for these people, period. But I try to be respectful in the moment when I'm interacting with them. But these people don't deserve any fucking ounce of respect from me. The way that they are so blatantly disrespectful and so blatantly, like, wicked towards me, like, they don't deserve my respect. They don't deserve my silence. Like, not at all. Not fucking all. And I do really wish people would wake the fuck up from, like, the ways in which my mother is, like, abusive. Like, it's because it's not just towards me. And that's, like, if it was only towards me, I I could probably stand, but it's no, she's generally a terrible person. Like, she does not have people's best interests at heart at all. Like, she be talking to, like, sometimes I'll be listening to her on the phone, talking to people about different things, trying to give people advice. And I'll be listening, I'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Because you don't fucking apply that to your own life. Talk about you should forgive them, or you should apologize, or you should do this. Bitch, when have you ever fucking apologized in a sincere way? Like, fucking be for real. Stop talking to people. Stop trying to be a fucking guide to people. You need to fucking heal yourself. Heal that fucking trauma that you got going on, because you're not doing nothing for nobody. And I do have to take a step back and say, maybe that's not even true. Maybe it's not necessarily my place to dictate whether or not she's helping people, or whether or not, because that's, I don't know. But I do see it clearly that she's abusive. Like, that's not debatable. I mean, it is debatable. You could, whatever, but that's not debatable from my perspective. Like, and once again, fuck y'all. No, not fuck y'all. Bless y'all for being so dumb and being blind to the ways that you are being abused, and how you're participating in abuse. You know what I mean? So anyways, once again, back to me. Let me focus back on me, because now I'm out of element. I'm talking about her and all this shit. The point of me saying all that was so that I could source or crowdfund and say, hey, if you have ever come across my stuff, if you have ever been helped by anything that I've produced or anything that I've created, it would be awesome if you could reach out, go to the description down below, check out the Patreon, first of all, and check out all the other stuff. There's a couple books that you could go purchase. Excuse me. Yeah, by the time this gets posted, hopefully I have my car. I'm not sure. But yeah, I could probably use all the help that I can get. I don't know what things are going to look like for me in my personal life by the time this gets posted. But once again, hopefully I do have my car. Hopefully I am out of this situation completely. Because it's really ridiculous. When I think about it, like on an energetic level, it really feels like somebody, like a Mother Ethel sort of situation. Like somebody wanting to use you for your energy, but then not wanting to give you the respect that you deserve. You know, it's fucked up. Because really the truth of it, I'm a powerhouse. Anytime I go anywhere, I'm a fucking powerhouse. I benefit any situation that I'm in. And I know that about myself. You don't have to agree with that. You don't have to, affirm that. But I know that about myself. I know whenever I go anywhere, I'm a fucking blessing. And you want so badly to take my energy, but you can't give me the respect that I need. And that's disgusting. That's backwards. That's not how it should work. Like, you want something from somebody, you should be willing to reciprocate, And I was talking about this in a video recently and on live stream. Like, that's a big reason why a lot of people are miserable in their lives, because they don't know reciprocation. All they know is taking from other people. All they ever known was take. You know what I mean? Maybe give you a little bit of a breadcrumb, but like, you know what I mean? Like, people are so, like, I'm telling you, whenever I watch a YouTube video, I make sure to like the video, even if I don't literally like the video. Like, you know what I mean? Or no, not literally, but even if I don't actually like the video, I physically like the video, because it's an energy exchange. They took time to create the video, and I recognize that it takes time to create a video. I make videos all fucking day, So y'all people be watching my videos and that's exactly why your life is not how you want it to be, because you don't know equal give and take. And there's probably other reasons, but that's a big reason. You don't know equal give and take. You're always taking from somebody, and there is hierarchy when it comes to spirit realm. I don't love the hierarchy in the human realm, because it is very ego-based and is very pride-based. But there is hierarchy when it comes to spirituality and spirit. Like, some energies are more powerful. Some energies are more potent. Some energies are more docile. Like, there's different levels to this shit. And when you're dealing with somebody with a very strong energy, and all you do is take from them, and assuming that they protect their energy and that they do, like, they have, like, spirit homies on the other side helping them, bitch, you're fucking stupid. Because even if that person themselves isn't doing anything, their spirit homies are gonna fucking fuck your ass up. Because why are you taking from them? Why are you confusing them? Why are you doing all this shit? And I do believe a lot of us come to this earth to teach people the lesson of respect, and the lesson of love, and the lesson of, like, reciprocity. Because y'all really be walking around treating people any type of way, not thinking once or twice about how you affect people. And then the right one comes along, and the energy is just a little bit too strong for you, And now you want to think that somebody's hexing you. No, bitch. You just need to fucking learn boundaries and stop trying to take shit from people that don't belong to you. The fuck? The fuck? That's the lesson, bitch. And I think another thing that really saddens me is the way in which humans can be so dense. Like, how can you continuously experience a specific lesson or a specific thing, but then not learn that this is why this is happening? You know, it's so backwards. Like, just fucking smarten up. Learn the fucking lesson. You know what I'm saying? This video was all over the place. Once again, check out the description down below if you want to get any of my books, if you want to join the Patreon, whatever. And I hope you know, even through my anchor, I hope you know, miracles happen all the time. If you truly believe in a line, whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you're struggling through, it will come to an end at some point, because everything comes to an end. Everything is temporary, you know, on this stupid planet. And I don't know what you believe in terms of a higher power, but I do believe God loves you, and I do believe that God wants the best for you. So try to keep your head up, try to keep your spirits high, and much love to you, bye.